It wasn't until my son was born that I belonged to a neighborhood Bible study, basically because I wanted to get out of the house. I went and learned that the Bible has all these things to say about all parts of my life, and I had no idea. Somebody said, no, it talks to you about your marriage. It talks to you about raising children. We decided to do a retreat, and at the retreat, we were all to bring a symbol of who God was, or a symbol of God, what God meant to us. And I had found a Mary cassette picture that showed this woman sitting there on the ground, the little girl leaning next to her. The little girl had twigs and leaves and that sort of thing. And to me, that the picture was saying that was God and that little girl was me. And instead of God saying, what are your plans for this? And you know, have you confessed this, or have you forgiven so-and-so, or whatever? God was saying, oh, what have you got there? And oh, what's in your hands right now? Let's look at that. What do you think you could do with that? Isn't that pretty? Going through divorce was tremendously traumatic for me on many levels. My daughter left for college. 3 weeks afterwards, my husband walked out. And I had to do a complete turnaround in how I was going to live my life. I felt the guilt, I felt rejection, I felt depression. But those hard times, those things of being really down, saying to God, I know I love you, but I don't know that you love me. And so I had to get to the point where I could allow God to love me. And what that really started out as is loving myself.
You ready? They are weak, but he is strong. Show me strong.
God turned into this whole new part of my life that says, oh, you know all that nurturing stuff you do so well? I got another idea for you. Here's how you can do it. I'm an interior designer who has the wonderful blessing of being able to design Sunday school rooms for churches. You know, and it blends in, it gives that earthy kind of feel. It doesn't look like modern day designed room. It just gives that earthy. We want them to walk into that room and automatically experience the lesson. They're going to walk in and say, oh, now we're there. Yeah. And I know what I'm here for. And in this new Sunday school called Workshop Rotation, where the children do experiential learning. If you put kids in a room, as an example, an old Israeli household or a Bedouin encampment storytelling tent, the first part of the puzzle is already in place because it offers children the opportunity to experience God. I remember one time having my children and having cookie dough all over the kitchen and having a big mess and thinking, Lord, tell me what my mission is. And I looked down and it was almost like God said, hello, Jen. Here they are, these little children. You know, and exactly what you're doing today. Just live. Every day breathe. Every day bake cookies. Every day live.